People, welcome to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Today I'm going to talk about one of the more influential members of the Spanish Town-based Klansman gang. One that you don't really hear about because, well, he lost his life a long time ago and most people either forget about him or don't know about him. When you think about Klansman and the leadership structure, you know the names, right? You know the Andre Blackman Bryan, you know the Tesha Miller. Before him, you know about Donovan Bulby Bennett. Today I'm going to be talking about Derek Poppy String Eccleston. This is a man who, back in his day, was a stumbling block in the way of Bulby becoming the leader, or at least the undisputed leader. We're going to talk about him today. This picture is on your screen. Probably the first time. You might have heard the name before, but for most people this is the first time you ever seen Derek Poppy String Eccleston. If you Google him, you will see most of the articles them state that in 1993 he lost his life, but it was actually in 1995. What happened to him? Well, as you can probably guess, being somebody who had a whole heap of talk, whole heap of power in the then Klansman, you probably figure that he didn't go up by natural causes. See, a group of men go for him in Spanish Town, and that team included Bulby himself. See, back then, he wasn't the one done that he transformed into after them get rid of Poppy String, and all of the men them would have stand in him way. So, the eyewitness stated that simply 3 men pull up in a car. When them jump out, he instantly recognize all 3 men. One of them named Andrew Bennett, the other one Owen McLeish, and of course Bulby himself. The man them open fire, hitting Poppy String and the witness. The witness a run, him and Poppy String a run. The witness and pick up a road in him back, but he survived. Poppy String on the other hand was not so lucky. Bulby them stand up over the man to make sure them finish him off. The one that got away ended up become the same man who sink them, but not before the witness experienced what I would consider classic Klansman behavior. Them go for the man parents, them start target the man family members because of course him still did have family at De La Vega City. Take people life just like that. I guess they thought by getting rid of his family members that would intimidate him to stop talk. But it ended up backfire because it just motivated the man even further to go all the way to sink them. So now them reach a court. 2 men that trial. Andrew Bennett and Owen McLeish. You might have wondered to yourself, hold on there, sir. He said 3 men. Yes, but only 2 upon trial. Bulby did quote unquote upon the run. The 2 men them were found guilty quickly, sentenced to life imprisonment. I think it was about 21 years before them could get parole. But as I said, nevertheless, then they get sink feed. But Bulby never got caught. Bulby was not sitting in no courtroom. Remember when Bulby lost his life in 2005? You only hear say, but he was wanted. He was wanted for 10 years. He was wanted for this killing. It was the same Poppy String killing Bulby did wanted for 10 years. But understand, that's quote unquote wanted. Because it's not like say Bulby live in a hole. Bulby a walk up and down on the road as free as a bird. People who do want to find Bulby could have catch him on him regular spots them. Bulby was not hiding in a bush. Bulby was not living like a pricky boy. We're talking about a 90 octane. By this point, Bulby had become one of the most powerful dons in Jamaica. Bulby was rubbing shoulders with big wigs, not just in the business world but also the political world. And as you will see later in the video, Bulby get him regular visits them and him friend them in high places right through. So puppy string was a problem for Bulby. You see, the era that came before Bulby take over, for them style of badness wasn't good enough for Bulby. They had mainstream badness. Remember the video I did about Copper and Natty Morgan, and I said Jamaica have 3 generations of 87 so far. 3 generations of badness. First generation, second generation, third generation, and now we're going into the 4th. Well, the 4th has already started, coming at 2021. You see, Bulby the one carry the gang to a complete different level of acidity. You see, when you compare the puppy string era and the man them before to the Bulby era and everybody will come after, you will see it was actually Donovan Bulby Bennett who transformed clans from a traditional gang to a terrorist organization. Enough of the madness that people see play out by the time it get to Tesha and them Monday, it was Bulby who sowed the seeds. Enough of the heavy-handed tactics. Even when it comes on to how them generate money and how far they're willing to go to get with the quote-unquote feed them money, because I'm saying no extortion about other people. A Bulby really pioneer it. Hear them that do them little extortion thing before here and there, right? But not to the scale of what Bulby carried to. But you see, him couldn't get him way. Him couldn't get him way, and he had to get rid of people like Puppy String. So now you know why Puppy String had to go. We could go further into how Bulby transformed this gang into what it is now. You see the whole Klansman massive, because that's how them originally, right? When Bulby them are running, they must say Klansman massive. Them kind of drop off the massive part now. And it was spelled with a C. Now you might notice, when me write Klansman, I spell it with a K. Right? In my opinion, they might as well be the clans we come from America. You know the man in America, white sheet pan head? They might as well be. Because when they're talking about exterminating black life, even the man from America will wear the white sheet them pan their head. Right? Even they would be jealous. So now Bulby around the thing. Anybody who caused a little internal issues, one time them used to a style where them could have just talk it out. Right? Because remember, none of them did originally start off as friend and friend. If there was a dispute within the gang, man could just link man and iron it out. Not with Bulby. Bulby was theme word and no other way. If him say, don't go do this, and man go do it same way, people are not missing. If man go do things and not go ask permission for them do things, man go missing. Internally, they used to have man they try to start them own little thing called renegade inside that can. Bulby said no, one done. There are various other individuals who were, people they rate them and them could have run off over here. So again, Bulby was a jealous Dan. The one Dan thing never started with Tesha. Bulby first started the one Dan. And anybody who challenged him would quickly come to realize that mercy was not one of his better traits. And this is just internally. We not talk about when clans and one other at it. This is how he deal with his own 87s in his own gangs. Even the people who they think say them a Bulby a friend or the man Bulby a bridging on a years ago, as soon as them step out of line, they will know how strong that friendship really was. Bulby at one point did have over 80 vehicles on the road. Over 80. This range from taxi to coaster bus. None of those buses actually belong to him woman. You will hear about her in another video down the road. Very important figure. You will hear about her. But that woman did own enough of them vehicles. Bulby also had trucks, heavy duty equipment. Right? Enough man that hire truck for carry sand, do construction, all kind of things. I never know say a Bulby pocket the money I go into. You see, Bowlby identified that there was major profits to be made, but the older style of badness wasn't really centered on generating his own income. Remember, traditional badness in Jamaica is you have a politician sponsoring the 87 and the 90, right? And then in return, the 87 and the 90 would will of the politician. It was never really about the gangs themselves going off doing their own thing. Bowlby did a move into, right, the whole making big profits without having to answer to a politician. But still, as big as him want to be, as much as him think him a done, the ties to politics were too deep. And Bowlby surely did love the politics. He was 100% die-hearted PNP, old school, right? No one hear nothing from no Labour right. Bowlby was loyal to his party. When I'm telling you Bowlby was quote unquote wanted from 95, when big rally are going, Bowlby, wanted man Bowlby, would be meeting and shaking and laughing and rubbing shoulders with politicians. We're talking about a wanted man. So after carrying clans to not just a new level of death and destruction, but a new level in terms of the money they could generate, that would then be used for, you know what, buy weapons and strengthen themselves even further. Bowlby came to the conclusion, say, you know what, even politicians are fair game. Bowlby started to make the local councillors them, even MPs know, say, listen, this is how this work, and you need to make sure, say, this go on or that will happen to you. Bowlby's ego was getting out of hand. And then the fact say, nobody never push back against him. Even politicians who you think could rein him in, did have fear back down. This was Bowlby in his prime, who up to this day is still the most powerful leader clansman has ever seen. Bowlby in his prime was more powerful as an individual than Tesha in his prime. See, even though Tesha had the more ruthless 87s in terms of the amount of them, because you know the JJ Nakis and all them youth there, right, Badas and the whole of them, Tesha had them in numbers. But Tesha was in the era where people started to know about him. Bowlby was reigning in a time when enough Jamaicans never know who names him. Bowlby was down in a time when he never had no social media. He never have no only people who live in the community and people from Spanish Town and people in the security forces really know who is who. The rest of Jamaica, people just know what go on in them parish. So Bowlby could get away with a lot more. Bowlby could diss more people, send more threat, bad up more people, and it fly under the radar. Because Jamaica wasn't having no outcry. Jamaica wasn't saying, get rid of him. Tesha Miller was more known. Tesha Miller did have the spotlight on him, so him couldn't act as freely. Plus, Tesha was never really as deep into the politics as Bowlby. Don't get me wrong. Of course, Tesha still linked with politicians heavy. Him can't be done if he doesn't. But Bowlby did love it like cook food. Bowlby never looked on it like, oh, I have to do it. Bowlby was deep into the politics. And them, they love Bowlby too. It's probably the reason why they take so long to get rid of him, but that's for another day. Now, when I'm telling you say Bowlby love bad up at politicians, I send threat to police. Enough people will come to the conclusion say, I better just leave him alone because this man can do what man do. Because if imagine you're an MP, imagine you're a councillor, imagine you're a police officer and a wanted man I send threat to you and a body up. You want to hear the whole irony in the whole of this? The only person who really had the balls to stand up to Bowlby never even have the balls. It was a woman politician by the name of Heather Robinson. You remember her? She was the one who did the infamous speech in the house, where she not only declared that she wasn't going to be supporting and birthing no Dan because Bulby that tell her to listen, him want be the only Dan in the place. So she need to work with him, to get out the money, bring in the money, and she was saying no. Well, when she go into the house, we talk about it. I don't know if she was expecting some kind of support. I don't know if she was expecting, right, say other members in the house, your favorite MPs are going to stand up and stand beside her. I don't know if that's what she was expecting, but it surely did not happen. It surely did not happen. This one woman ended up in the wind all by herself. Your favorite MPs them cut them eye. Like them as a lady you're on your own, I don't know who you think is try mash up this system here. The system here that works so effectively. That was probably one of the boldest moves a politician has ever pulled. But MP or no MP, politician or no politician, that never stopped Bulby from sending him threat. When she tell him say no, nothing never happen like that, death threat soon start reach her family. At one point, she had not one but 2 bodyguards. 2 bodyguards. Imagine a country where a politician can stand up and tell her and say, no, but now I help you, take over nothing. Right? And they done, I go put the MP in a spot where the MP have to go get bodyguard. Part of the reason why Bulby could do this is because of the lack of support from the other politicians. The lack of support from the people in power, who were also individually linking with freedom dance. So them couldn't jump out and go and like say them fight against a Dan because them know that them have skeleton for them closet too. Welcome to Jamrock. But here's the thing. You probably think to yourself about hold on, sir. Hold on. Wasn't it violating a politician? Would it make Bulby end up losing life? Yes. I will show you how politics is an ugly game now. See, when Heather Robinson's life was being threatened, or when she tried to threaten the system, it was nothing. Them say, you know what, get some bodyguard and you're on your own. She retired from politics shortly after because she did come out and say, you know what, it's just not worth it. Living in a fear. She have to call, she said, she used to have to leave work and then she have to call somebody and them talk to the person. She talked to the person on the phone right all the way home so that the person knows she's alright. This is an MP, but hold on. You see, it's not just being an MP. It's about how much power you really have. And it's about who for can you step on and who can put in your place. If you haven't seen the video on how Bulby ended up losing life, go check it out. But just know, say, Bulby got too big for his shoes. Bulby end up violate a politician where no need to stand up in the House of Parliament and try get no support. Bulby end up on the wrong side of Dr. Peter Phillips, who, unlike Heather Robinson, was a shot caller who could make things happen. Remember? Minister of National Security. You see, the same Bulby that was wanted from 1995 when nobody couldn't find, none of your favorite badman police, none of your favorite Minister of National Security, nobody who no love claims say, right, did serious and really about it like that. Never go for him even though Bulby was hiding in plain sight. Right. In 2005, after him get too big for him shoes them, all of a sudden them find him. Look on your screen. See the underline, Bennett, who had been on the run since 1995, as I said, that was the puppy string hit. At the time, then National Security Minister Dr. Peter Phillips commended the police and soldiers who participated in Operation Kingfish campaign that led to Bennett's death. Police and soldiers, JDF Special Operations was who get out Bulby. The man Kingfish go for him elite operatives. Remember what I said about Preke boy? No care who the criminal is. No matter how bad you think him be, no matter where you think him run off, if the call come from the top, he is done. Any man we see run the road for too long and nothing happen to them, it's because the call no come down. But you see, for the call make, it have to get to critical point. For the call make, something never happen. Bulby got too big for him shoes them. These are the words of Dr. Peter Phillips. The success was achieved by superior intelligence. In other words, that's how we catch him, because we get. That's not actually what. Them know where Bulby there all along. Them know where Bulby there all along. Bulby had contact, was rubbing shoulders with their favorite leaders right through. Right through. He wasn't a superior. Them know exactly where Bulby there. The opposite where them take him out, man, you now go hear what the residents them say themselves. So when you see the success was achieved by superior intelligence, the support of the public, and the determined focus of the law enforcement agencies, said Phillips, is that part there? What that really translates to is the boy pass in place and we deal with him. That's the hardcore in the streets everyday man translation. Let me show you where the residents them say. From the community, where Bulby like quote unquote hideout. Because remember, when things get tense for him, when him did violate and now burn his political bridges, the same political bridges will like make it able for him walk up and down on the road and him end up take away himself and find himself all the way in a small quiet Clarendon community near Rock River. I go tell them what the residents them say. I put it on the screen because I don't want them to say. I make up things to get views. So read it and tell me what it sound like to you. I'm gonna just put an excerpt on the screen, right? But read exactly what the residents were saying. Somebody said, no one never see him yet, and that's Bulby them attack. We always see the driver, which is Nathan. Right? The person going to state say, him, as in Nathan, moved around the district, and his him was in charge of building the house. He took some outsiders, right, and some man from the era, and them work fast. In no time the house was built. I never ask any questions because people come in and build them house from time to time. Right? That's what the resident said. This next part, it up on your screen. What I noticed though is that after the house was finished, they had a lot of visitors during the night. Late. I could not see who was in the vehicles, but there were jeeps and expensive cars, and they were dark. But there were jeeps and expensive cars. You think some regular 87s from the block that I pull up go look for Bulby? You think was them look for 87s them who are the outer bus park that run up and down through the La Vega? You think of them? You don't go look for Bulby? Late in the night? In a big jeep and expensive cars? No, it was your favorite big wig. Your favorite politicians. And them same one, they go look for him. Even though at this point he was already quote unquote on the run and wanted. But even though Bulby did burn the fine bridge them, when your links deep, your links deep. When you connected, you connected. Enough people now go just stop dealing with you overnight. So when them say superior intelligence, the same people them a Bulby that link with. When them realize that, oh, I saw him a move, what you say him do? Who you say him this? Alright, let's go for him. Alright, you say him there. Superior intelligence, yes? Or really superior intelligence? It can never come from the ordinary resident on the road. The residents them never know about Bulby. There is no way the people in that community in Clarendon could have known who Bulby was. Even if them see him face, them couldn't know say that was Bulby. Think about it. In your life, how many pictures have you seen of Bulby? one, maybe two. You might have seen the drawing on the De La Vega wall drawing. All of them pictures the way you see a Bulby, you probably see them after him lose him life. You see the one of them used for him funeral day. Right? So, how would a resident from Clarendon know Sir Bulby that? They would be completely clueless. If somebody in that community see and go, hold on, no Bulby that, when I call the police, impossible. See him people my Bulby that link with. Him see him big friends them. Him see him politician friend them who know say, I say him build a house. You say him have the next house there. You say him end zone. That's why them could have get rid of him. It's just that the car does something to come that time. Because that was the time Bulby, as me say, get too big for him shoes. The police admit, say them know, and at the address, a 5 property where Bulby did own. 5. So it's not like say, the wanted man was in some bush hide. Bulby was living a normal life. Clarendon was the most pressure in Commander. When he go Clarendon, that's when he was under the most pressure. But just know say that wanted is quote unquote wanted. So hopefully that makes sense to you now. You want to know which part of the house them did there? Where the police them fine and the scissors for them fine. 2 in a St. Catherine, 2 in a Clarendon, including the one in Museum Life, and 1 in Canada. That's just so them could trace back. They also admitted, say most of Bulby estates were registered in the names of other people. Matter of fact, shortly after he lost his life, one of them little niece them, did get bring in because police say, hold on, how somebody this young, 20-year-old, if you have so much property and so much things in them name and can't explain it. So Bulby was doing his regular business, moving about life, all under the watchful eye of your favorite leaders. You see, the call, when you say the call I have to make, understand what me I talk about. In the day, as bad as your 90 octane want be, would that one be Bulby? Would that one be Poppy String? Would that one be Dodos? Would that one be Zeeks? If you see a man and rain for too long, when I say rain, I mean just dip on the road, up and down. I want to see him constantly go back and forth in jail, him not constantly in a courthouse. Right? Him just know say the car no come down. That man is still an asset and is still in line with how things should be. Because you might be asking, so what do you mean how things should be? From the political perspective, how things should be is that the 90 should be under the politician, listen, do as they're told, right? And everything will be alright. That's how it should be. In the acidic mind of a corrupt Jamaican politician. Right? Anybody who has ever stepped out of that, learn the hard way. Name the Don, and I'll tell you how them get rid of him. If it's not another 87 or another 90 get him out, just know say your favorite leader get him out. And sometimes even when it's another young member get him out, it'll come from the top too. Because you see the call can come from the top for either Special Ops and Kingfish go for him, or the call can be for another criminal go for him. Welcome to Jamrock. Damien Marley says sandals on the back too. Well, nowadays I guess you could say Rick's Cafe and De La Vega City. I could end this one for now. Look out for more videos like this. You know my style already. Patreon Squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, as usual, stay circling. Bless.